We use money every day. We think about it constantly, we worry about it, we plan our lives around it. But most people have never actually stopped to ask a very basic question. What is money actually supposed to do anyway? And that question matters more than it sounds. Because if money is quietly failing at its job, that would explain a lot of the stress people have today. If money is supposed to make life easier, why does it feel like we're always behind, even when we make more? Now, let's start by clearing up one of the common confusion. Money is not wealth. Money is not value. Money is definitely not the goal of life. Money is a tool. And just like any tool, it has a job. A ruler is not length. It measures length. A clock is not time. It measures time. In the same way, money is not value. It is a tool we use to coordinate economic activity. It helps us measure, compare, and exchange effort. So when money works properly, we barely notice it. Like a good tool, it stays in the background. Economists usually say money has three basic jobs. Okay. You don't need jargon to understand them, but it's pretty simple. The first job is a medium of exchange. This simply means that we use money so that we don't have to barter. You don't have to trade goats for rice or negotiate how many chickens equal a pair of shoes. Money makes exchange smoother. And that part mostly works. The second job of money is unit of account. This means money let us compare different things. We can compare rent, groceries, wages, and time using the same unit. And that also mostly works. We can look at prices and make decisions. Now, the third job is the one that people rarely think about. Money is supposed to be a store of value. This means that the effort you put in today should carry into the future. If you work, save, and delay consumption, that stored effort should still mean something later. And this is what makes long-term planning possible. Saving, raising family, building something over time. Pause for a moment and let that sink in. Here's the tension. Okay? What happens if money does the first two jobs well, but slowly fails at the third? What happens if money still helps you transact and compare, but no longer carries reliable value through time? I'm not going to explain inflation yet. Just notice the feeling people have. Saving feels pointless. Long-term plans feels fragile. And people feel forced to invest, speculate, or take risks just to avoid falling behind. Even people who are disciplined often feel like they're running in place. That is why so many people describe life today as a treadmill. They are working harder and they are earning more, but the sense of stability never arrives. And that creates anxiety. Here's the important part. This is not a motivation problem. It is not a character problem, and it's definitely not a personal failure. It is a tool design problem. When a tool quietly stops doing one of its core jobs, the people using it feel stress, even if they cannot explain why. So when people feel financially uneasy, even when they are doing everything they were told to do, that discomfort is a signal. Not that they are broken, but that something in the system deserves closer examination. And if this is what money is supposed to do, and it is quietly failing at one of its most important jobs, then the real question is not how to make more money. The real question is, what kind of system are we actually living in? Assalamu alaikum.